Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we are back with another Veve and Ecomi video. In this one, we're going to be talking about something pretty interesting. We're going to be talking about my predictions as far as the price goes and what I'm actually looking at. Now, the problem is a lot of people want the prediction for the next 2 weeks and things like that. It's very unstable right now. It's very hard to come up with a prediction because we don't know what Ecomi is going to continue announcing. I look more so towards the short term, but kind of long term, as in like maybe next 3 months. And in this amount of time, I believe that we can reach all time high again. So I think that it's not unrealistic to see a penny coming soon here. That being said, I'm going to explain to you how and what I'm looking at and my thought process on it. As far as the next couple of weeks go, like we don't know when they're going to announce certain things. So yeah, I can't accurately pinpoint that, but you'll understand once you hear the things that I'm thinking right now. So be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn on notifications to stay updated, and yeah, let's jump straight into it. So here's some of the catalysts we're going to be looking at. So I think some of the biggest price movers is, first off, the move to Immutable X. Now, the reason that this Immutable X move is a big deal is because we're going to have real NFTs. We're going to have NFTs that they can actually put on the blockchain. People can search for it and find the NFTs actually on the blockchain. Like, so that's what an NFT is. Like, you will be able to track the NFTs now, because as you all know, that's not currently how the NFTs are set up, because they haven't done that because they've been waiting for the move to officially where these NFTs are going to be stored. So like yeah, we have to move over to Ethereum before we could get them onto the blockchain like that. So right now everything has been being held by the Ecomi team themselves. So yeah, and I think that once we have that transitioned over to Immutable X, that's going to come with a boost in the value and a boost in trust in the project a little bit more. So that's going to be happening within, I think they said by August, by the end of August. So I think that within the next couple of months or a month or so, yeah, like, I feel like that could be a decent catalyst. That could be a big catalyst, announcing that this project is officially on Ethereum, which is basically the king of NFTs right now. So I think that that's going to be a big deal being over on Ethereum. It also opens the doors for more partnerships and things like that with other platforms on Ethereum already. So that's going to be big. Also, people have been talking about the impact that we could see from our NFTs being put over on something like OpenSea. So I mean that with the project being moved over to Immutable, we could see something like people taking their NFTs, advertising them using OpenSea. So yeah, that could be interesting. Then we have Comic Con coming up here. So Comic Con has like 500,000 people there, and that's going to. But actually, this one is going to be online, so we could potentially see more than 500,000 people. And this is why, like, we have never switched to something like Ethereum. We've never switched to the blockchain, so we don't know the impact that that's going to have. We don't know the impact that's going to have on Veve. We don't know what it's going to have on the token. And this is why it's so hard to pinpoint what it's going to do, because historically certain things have just never happened, so we don't know what to expect. Certain things we can kind of gauge is going to be big, and you all are going to see what I think is going to be the biggest tells about how the price is going to move. But we'll get there. Um, Comic Con, 500,000 users are there. And this is just some of the things that we could see that could make us see a huge spike in the price. Um, we could see an anime reveal. They could reveal anime the very first time at Comic Con. They could reveal anime NFTs or something, and I think that would instantly, like let's say they drop Dragon Ball Z or something at Comic Con, that would be huge. That, or like let's say they drop Pokemon, and that's why it's so many variables that you can't really consider or factor in. That's why nobody really knows how the price is going to move. What we do know for sure is they're not coming to Comic Con and mess around. And what we do have a good idea we can look forward to is something like the first ever Marvel reveals. We could probably see that, and that by itself is huge. The very first time we're revealing Marvel is at Comic Con. I think that's going to make great news coverage. That's going to be very, very big, especially in the collectors community, in the collectors world. It's a new place where Marvel has their first NFTs. That's going to be big. That's going to be big news, even bigger than the fact that Veve had Marvel in the first place. Like, and we all know how that news went. So Yeah, that's going to be big. Then the comic book reveal. We don't know if we're going to see that. We know we're going to see that soon. So maybe they do blind boxes and comic book reveals coming up here. So at Comic Con, we don't. So basically, we don't know what they have locked and loaded for Comic Con. And I think that there's some interesting things that could fit within the scope of that anime reveal, comic book reveal, the first Marvel reveals. Um, and then on top of that, like 500,000 new people potentially. So it's I think that's huge. Now I doubt that they get 100% of the people there to actually sign up on VV, but who knows? You could if they do a great job showing the value and showing that this is the future of collectibles and things like that at Comic Con. Everybody could want in on it. I think that if most of us, like, as soon as we understood what it was, we were in on it. That's what sold us on it. So I think that they have been doing it long enough to probably give a good sales pitch that could get the majority of the people at Comic Con or over on the platform. So these are some things in the short term that I really think could move the price up substantially. Now let's go to some of the utility. The utility, um, Omi exclusive NFTs. Like this is more so long term. Whenever they add in the ability to purchase with Omi on the app, but Omi exclusive NFTs. That's going to be very big because it's going to force VV fans but I think before they do that, we're going to need more VV fans to begin with. But yeah, like it's going to force VV fans to buy Omi, and obviously something like this is going to have to be coupled with the feature to buy NFTs with Omi from the credit card. So you can literally just use your credit card and buy an NFT. But what that really is doing is buying Omi in the background for you, and then you're using that Omi to purchase the NFT. So that could we could see a lot of Omi getting burned that way by people using their credit card, not knowing that they're purchasing the token whatsoever, and all that stuff just happening in the background. So you see these Omi exclusive NFTs, and then they buy it using Omi or just using their credit card. And then we start seeing a lot of transactions like this where people have no idea they're using Omi, but they're using it, and obviously everyone who's holding Omi is benefiting from this. So that's something that we're looking forward to because this is a scenario where the consumer never has to know that about crypto. They don't have to know about it. And this is also why it could be bear market proof when it comes down to the timing. So basically, basically this credit card feature, that this will be big, but we're gonna get at how I think this is gonna be huge, depending on when they even allow this feature to be finished or when this feature comes out. I think they said that the web platform, this was gonna be on the web platform, and that was gonna be coming later this year, along with like the VVverse, but I'm not sure. I don't remember that 100%. So yeah, don't quote me on that one. But then the ability to cash out gems. The ability to cash out gems is another huge catalyst because that's going to be that could be a new career path for a lot of people. A lot of people could really just make Vivi a job at that point, and also it comes with a new level of trust because you don't have your money locked up on Vivi. You have the freedom to get your money out, and a lot of people make a big deal about freedoms and stuff right now because if you don't really have trust and faith in this company, which a lot of people don't, a lot of people are just not trusting, which the world does not give people a reason to be trusting in the first place. So I get it, people not trusting companies and things like that. But me personally, I would not invest my money somewhere I don't fully trust the people that I'm investing with. No damn way I'm putting my money somewhere. But that's just my perspective. You're not getting my money if I don't think I got 100% of your trust. If you don't have 100% of my trust, I mean. So yeah, like so cashing out gems is going to be big because that is going to give people that freedom to get their money out whenever. And that being the case, and also that being the case, more people will actually risk their money because a lot of people won't invest money right now because they can't get it out if they need it. But we're going to see more people investing money because if I need it, I can just cash it right out and I can get it back. So yeah, we can see a boost because of that as well. Now, this is where it gets to the all-time high area here. We got to think about when we saw the last all-time high. The last all-time high we witnessed was at the Uniswap listing. It was around the Uniswap listing, and then one of the Batmans was announced. So, if you think about it, a new exchange listing could potentially boost us back to all-time high, depending on which exchange And this is supposed to be coming within the next couple of months here. They're trying to get on 5, 6 exchanges by the end of the year. So we should have at least 1 or 2 exchange listings coming. And we saw what Uniswap alone was able to do. Uniswap helped us get carried to all-time high last time. So revealing a different exchange, like if they reveal some new big exchange, that could be very, very big for the project. And also it will put us, but keep in mind though, um we're not going to be reaching all-time high. If we do reach all-time high, we're not going to be reaching all-time high off the tokenomics. So it's going to be based on how hard crypto people believe in it, or how much crypto people believe in everything. So crypto people, it will follow closely to Bitcoin basically, because when Bitcoin goes down, like that, people start selling everything. That like traders tend to follow Bitcoin. They follow very, very closely to Bitcoin, and that's why everything follows Bitcoin, because traders, that's how traders move apparently. So it's not going to be all time high off of tokenomics. So we will follow closely to Bitcoin, even though ultimately the goal is to not follow closely to Bitcoin. Let me explain to you how. A lot of people have been asking why is it not going to follow Bitcoin? Why is it bear market proof and things like that? So we're gonna get into that. So the reason it's going to be bear market proof is because when we have 10 million people, maybe 100 million people, we get into the ranges where we have millions and millions of people, and then they have this feature where you can buy Omi using your credit card and things like that. You can just buy straight using your credit card. You don't have to deal with exchanges. You don't have to deal with wallets. You don't have to do any of that. You can just buy Omi using your credit card and don't have to know what Omi actually is. Don't have to know it's a crypto. Like that. That's what Veve said that they're going to do. So you being able to just buy Omi with the swipe of a credit card and not have to worry about the exchange process, securing your tokens and things like that. If we have tens of millions of people doing that, interacting with Omi every single day throughout the Veveverse, through like buying NFTs, like in the marketplace, whatever they want to buy using their Omi. If we have Omi being used at this insane rate, and these people don't even know that the crypto market exists, traders will be very, very insignificant. Like think about it. If you have 100 million people out here using Omi just to fund their Veve accounts, it does not matter what traders are actually doing in the background, because like what's going to be fueling Omi and the purchase of Omi is going to be Veve. Veve fans of collecting, fans of NFTs, fans of comics and things like that. That's what's going to really be fueling the Omi token right now, because we mainly have traders we have traders and investors like myself and probably like most of you. Then yes, if we're going to follow closely to like Bitcoin, we're not going to be too as bear market proof. Mainly because we have mainly crypto people right now, but it is going to be a time where Veve fans greatly overshadow the crypto people. And when the crypto people is a small, tiny amount of the people who are invested in Omi, that's when we're going to really see Omi become bear market proof. Because ultimately, we're gonna have people here who are constantly using Omi. Like during a bear market, if the Omi token is driven by Veve, all Veve has to do is start dropping some heavy hitters during the bear market. Like this is the best marketing strategy they could do. Wait till the bear market to really start dropping some heavy hitting brands. Like I mean, super, super heavy hitting. Like something like Pokemon during the bear market. Like that's what I would say. Something like Pokemon during the bear market, but you have to have the ability for Veve users to actually purchase Omi without knowing about crypto exchanges and things like that. They have to just be able to input their credit card, get the Omi, and it has to be done that way. Because if you can do that, and you can have your staking program and things like that to where it's beneficial for them to be holding this Omi and stuff, I think that's going to be enough to boost us. Like Omi is going to be pumping while every other crypto is down, which is going to make Omi stand out more. So we're going to be doing good. We're going to be surviving in the crypto market during a bear market, because Veve is going to be driving everything. And also we're going to be getting crypto people over there on Omi, because this is going to be the first time they're seeing something really flourishing during a bear market. We're going to make all types of news headlines and things like that, because people have never seen this before in crypto. People have never seen a platform able to really keep driving the crypto up through the fact that you don't have to even know what crypto is to invest in it. And I think that that's going to get us a lot of attention, recognition, and trust on the crypto side. And honestly, I think at this point, by the time this happens, we will have that trust, because remember that you would have the ability to cash out your gems. You will have the ability to buy so we will have new exchanges and things like that. So we will have a lot of reasons for people to be trusting Omi and people to be trusting Veve and this platform, as well as, like, at this point in time, we would probably be very profitable and flourishing during a bear market. So I think that's the best advertisement to the crypto side of things. People are going to want to store their money somewhere they can still get a return during a bear market. And Omi is going to stick out like a sore thumb if Veve is successful enough and they really do add in these features quickly where people don't have to know crypto exists, but a lot of stuff is being bought on Veve using Omi. So yeah, this is my thoughts on it. I think that we could potentially see all-time high in the short term based off of a new exchange being announced, like we saw with Uniswap, and then of course the Immutable X move and Comic-Con. I think those three catalysts could boost us back towards all-time high. As far as how far we could go, what's going to get us to like 5 cents and 5 towards 10 is my prediction by the end of the year. I'm thinking that if they announce some of this stuff, if this stuff comes, like, no doubt in my mind, we're getting to 5 to 10 cents. If all of this stuff comes by the end of this year, I believe we're getting to 5 to 10 cents. Especially on top of the Veveverse. Now, it's just a matter of if this stuff comes, because it sounds good in theory, but they have to actually do it. They have to actually have the team that can get it done in a reasonable amount of time and things like that. So this is why it's hard to pinpoint exactly where the price is going to be, because we don't know how much price movement we could expect with any of these things, because we've never seen it before. It's not like we can check historical data. Oh, when was the last time they listed on this exchange? We haven't seen them list on a big exchange before. We've seen them announce Uniswap, and that was huge. Like, honestly, listed, like, let's say they announced something like Robinhood. They announced Robinhood. Like, what is that going to do? Is it going to be even greater than what we saw from Uniswap? Is it going to be double what we saw from Uniswap? Like, let's say they announced Coinbase. What is Coinbase going to do? Is that going to be like double? Is that going to be triple? Like, so we don't know what to expect. Is it going to be worse? Like, so it's just so many variables that really can't be factored in right now. So yeah, like this is basically my thought process when it comes down to the price right now. I do think realistically we can see 1 cent within the next couple of months here. I think we can get back to all-time high within the next couple of months here. As far as what's going to push us up to 10 cents, it would have to be like 10 cents. You would need everything I just listed. I feel like you would need everything I just listed. That would all be needed to get us back to 10 cents, or to get us up to 10 cents. A couple of these things sprinkled in, timing and stuff like that. I think we're definitely going to see 5 cents by the end of the year. But yeah, that's just my thoughts, my predictions on it. Let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Be sure to drop that thumbs up on the video, subscribe, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, Joe.